What's poppin', crypto cowboys? It's October 10th, 2025, and while the autumn leaves are falling, Bitcoin, the undisputed king of digital gold, is throwing haymakers in the ring like it's the Super Bowl of sats. This Binance Perp chart? Straight-up thriller material, a brutal pullback that's got degens sweating bullets, but with ETF inflows flooding like the Mississippi, and having aftershocks still rumbling. This dip screaming, last chance saloon before the stampede to new highs. No dusty TA deep dives here, just that heart-racing, fist-bumping vibe to amp your YouTube drop, with epic zooms on those red plunges like a bad bluff in Texas Hold'em, and green teases hinting at the jackpot. We're rolling from October 7th's frenzy to today's tussle, where BTC's wrestling that $118K floor like a bronco at the rodeo. Saddle up, Murica, the orange coin's about to lasso the moon. Hit 'em with the headline heat. BTC's trading at $118,855 USDT, down a feisty 1.98% in the last 24 hours after gunning highs at $118,861, and lows probing $118,424. That's a massive 159,872 BTC, over $19.28 billion USD. Duking it out on the tape, whales are wrangling positions like it's high noon, with leveraged longs getting liquidated left and right. But spot buyers are sneaking in like outlaws at dawn. Those candles, red renegades raiding from the $122K peak, crashing through resistance like a stagecoach heist, then stalling at support with blue flickers of fightback fire. Volumes booming at epic scales, those bars thundering like thunder in a Texas storm. It's the classic post-ATH breather, where euphoria meets exhaustion. But don't sleep, this ain't a bust. It's the coiling serpent before the strike. BTC's no rookie rodeo clown. It's the trillion-dollar trailblazer, etched in blockchain eternity, powering everything from MicroStrategy's war chest to nation-state treasuries stacking like Fort Knox on steroids. Eyeball those Bollinger Bands. They're clamping down like saloon doors at closing time. From $119,519 lows to $122,672 highs. Middle bands loafing at $121,096 like it's daring the bulls to bust loose. When that squeeze snaps, expect fireworks hotter than 4th of July bottle rockets. BTC could blast past $122K like a cannonball. EMAs are the posse in purple and pink, the 200-day trailing at $122,290 like a steadfast sheriff, while shorter ones dip but curl up, yelling, hold the line. SARS Orange Outpost at $119,690. Your trusty deputy if bears charge, breach it. And we're moseying to $117K for a quick drawdown dust-up. Defend it, and the posse rides to $125K glory. Pullback pain, real as a hangover after a honky-tonk bender, with mid-caps dumping and retail panic selling, but funding rates flipping neutral and OI steady as a gunslinger's hand. The house always wins, and right now, it's stacking chips for the rebound. Dig into the dashboard drama, RSI at 15.3. That's oversold hollering, fire sale, like a Black Friday stampede at Bass Pro Shops, the ultimate contrarian wink, where fear peaks and fortunes flip. Volumes got that yellow pulse holding firm, with MAs trending like a slow-burn Western score, showing accumulation amid the chaos as institutions load wagons under the radar. MACD's the marshal with a mustache. DIF at -459.7, crossing DEA at -241.4. Histogram gaping red at -218.3, bearish showdown. But that narrowing gap, it's the tumbleweed turning to twister. Divergence brewing like black coffee at dawn. Stack the stakes, post having supply shocks tighter than a lasso. ETF slurping $50B plus since January like free moonshine. Trump's pro-crypto posse in the White House whispering deregulation dreams, and global adoption exploding. El Salvador's BTC bonds printing money. BlackRock's IBIT outpacing gold bugs. Macro's your tailwind. Fed's rate trims fueling risk rodeos. Inflation's the villain, but BTC's the vigilante head. And with Q4's historical 200% plus pumps, this October chills just the calm before the cyclone. Big ups to you eagle-eyed earners juggling 401, KS and moonshot dreams. In the land of the free where fiat's folding like a bad hand. BTC's your unbreakable bucking bronco, the asset that turned pizza parties into portfolios. It's off 5% weekly, yeah, but that's the bargain bin before the boom. Whales gobbled $2 billion last month alone. Chuck $5K at this corral. If it cracks that falling wedge the charts are corralling, you're roping 15 to 20% by week's end. Wild as a Wyoming winter, darn tootin', but that's the thrill. The pioneer pool where hodlers harvest the harvest under star-spangled skies. Price prediction, where's BTC bucking next? Stars, stripes, and stacks galore edition. Yeehaw frontier folk. The horoscopes and algos are howling bullish for BTC's next showdown. Short spur sprint, next 7-14 days. That $118.4 thousand holster holds like the Lone Star. Then we're galloping to $126K, $130K by October 18th. A solid 8 to 10% roundup as ETF herds stampede back in. But if inflows ignite like a prairie fire, projected $20 billion Q4. Lasso $135K by All Hallows Eve, 14% pop. Your quick draw win for the weekend wranglers. October hoedown full bore. Eyes on $131K, $132K by months close if we bust $122K resistance. Riding 10 to 12% higher on having heat and holiday FOMO. That's the flip for fiscal patriots chasing that Turkey Day toast. Bear bushwhack. If SAR snaps below $118K, we dip to $115K, $112K. Gall darn buy the bust opportunity, but keep powder dry. Year-end 2025 corral. Primetime prophecy. Average $140K, $150K. With lows scraping $109K. If tariffs tangle, buy that tumble. But highs thundering $180K, $200K on ETF empires and institutional stampedes. 50 to 70% ROI. Turning a $10K stake to $15K, $17K by champagne pops. Wild West Moon. $250K if gold's $4K glow-up gifts BTC half the throne. But that's the Trump tweets treasury tall tale. Long trail to 2030, legend status. $290K, $500K average. With firebrands forecasting $1 million on nation-state nods and scarcity squeezes. BTC as Uncle Sam's shadow reserve. Forging fortunes from frontier to forever. Lows $80K if regs rustle wrong. But that's the floor for fearless frontiersmen. Call it this BTC chart's a loaded six-shooter and a dust-up. Oversold. Overpowered and overripe for the rally. For us red-blooded risk-takers taming the crypto canyon. It's high noon, hodl the holler. Ride the ripple time. DYOR deeper than a gold rush dig. Only bet the farm you won't mourn. And let's etch October in the ledger of legends. Who's drawing first? Holler at $150K. In the comments if you're reined in like. Sub bell for the bounty. Ride on. Renegades to the wild blue yonder we charge.